Good morning, Bitcoin. Today is Friday, December 15th, 2017. My name is Thomas Hunt, and here's what's happening today in Bitcoin. The price of Bitcoin was up 4.52% in the last 24 hours, with a last of 17,639, a high of 17,985, and a low of 16,396. That's $1 for 5,677 Satoshis, creeping closer to the $5,000 barrier. More to come. Bitcoin sets record high near $18,000. Impressive. SEC shuts down Munchee ICO. In contrast to yesterday's announcement from the SEC, they have now taken action. Munchee, a company that was attempting to sell a utility token for restaurant reviews, was caught up by the way that they advertised that they would be using their utility token. Munchee, first of all, raised the utility tokens as capital to build a profitable enterprise. Then, in the Munchee white paper, they described a tier plan, which the amount that a user would pay for a Munchee app review would depend upon the user's holdings, thus encouraging people to buy the Munchee tokens. Between these, they also had they said on their blog that you could watch the value increase over time and could count on the burning of Munchee tokens to raise the value of the remaining Munchee tokens. Munchee was attempting to raise cash and, according to the article, use the typically scammy and spammy marketing efforts that most ICO floggers use now, tactics taken directly from affiliate marketing handbooks. They tried to contact Munchee about their website, but like their ICO, that feature is shut down. Japanese company to start paying employees in Bitcoin. GMO Internet will pay a portion of the salaries in cryptocurrency, whose prices have recently surged. Great news for Japan. One group of traders has risen to dominate Bitcoin trading, and it is Japanese men in their 30s and 40s who are currently driving the cryptocurrency market. According to the article from Business Insider, they overtook their Chinese counterparts after regulators threatened to shut down and did shut down the Chinese exchanges. Many Japanese retail traders are engaged in leverage trading using borrowed funds, and they are, according to the article, less financially literate than their U.S. counterparts. It's interesting to see who's leading the trading now. Feds moving quickly to cash in on seized Bitcoin, now worth $8.4 million. The authorities seized 513 BTC and surprisingly less 512 BCH, it should be the same number you'd think, from a suspected dark web dealer, and are about to make the same mistake they made last time. Remember when the government missed out on a $600 million and rising payday by selling the dirty Bitcoins too early? Which, of course, I talked about in the time period. When they actually did it, I said on the record that they should spend the money on new Smithsonian museums instead of just selling it for nothing. Instead, they sold it for nothing, and the victor and the profits went to Tim Draper and other entrepreneurs. Congratulations to them for having more foresight than the U.S. government. And remember the story of Bulgaria, who ended up with around 200,000 Bitcoins after seizing them from a criminal operation, and now has $3 billion worth of Bitcoin, 1/4 of Bulgaria's national debt. If they hold, they could pay off the whole thing. But of course, the U.S. government's in a hurry to sell a measly $8.4 million. Regulator warns Bitcoin buyers, be ready to lose all your money. Max Kaiser warns regulators, be prepared to lose all of your power and influence to manipulate markets and aid abusive oligarchs who wore out regulators to squash competitors and neuter democracy. Bold statement from Max Kaiser. The hard math behind Bitcoin's global warming problem. And he's got some good points. He talks about how the ASICs did increase efficiency, but the demand increased the demand for ASICs, so it actually went up on electricity. I think the main problem here is he's not seeing any kind of new technological advance that he doesn't know about. I believe that we will advance technology and solve this problem. Additionally, and I'm not sure if this led into his thinking or if it was just a typo, he says that Bitcoin will be mined out around 2030. That's only a few years away. That's a big difference from what Coinbase says, and everyone else, that Bitcoin will be mined out about 2140. That's a little bit of a difference. 2030, 2032, or 2140. So we'll have to just let the author know, dear Jet Jocko, please correct your Wired article about Bitcoin. Bitcoin will be mined out in 2140, not 2032. It might also make a difference in your conclusion. Thanks. Just send that now. And we'll move on, because the rest of the article is pretty much just fear, uncertainty, and doubt. How are you going to defeat Bitcoin now? Well, Wall Street's in. Main Street's starting to get in. The early adopters are all in. What do you need? You need fear. You need to make people afraid of how much energy Bitcoin is burning. Oh, it's so bad. We need to stop it because of the energy. Or maybe it's the other problems that it causes. Oh, we're out of time for today. Thanks so much for watching Today in Bitcoin. Be sure to give us a thumbs up and a share. And if it's your first time here, please subscribe down below. We'll be back later today with an episode of the Bitcoin group, if I can find enough people to do it. And then we'll be back on the weekend with the Bitcoin News Show with Vortex. So please subscribe to the World Crypto Network. Until next time, bye-bye.